I'll do this right now here. What up, everybody? It's your boy. That's weather related, I would guess, but I don't know. Hash info. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Winnipeg. This episode is brought to you by Christmas. Who knows what it's really about, but I'll say this. It's wintertime. What songs do you love to sing in wintertime? Whether you were walking to school on those snow days. I walked very far to school. Some people actually didn't and say they walked. I actually walked very far, and I used to go home for lunch in high school. So I would do 6 back and forths in one day. It was crazy, and I used to do this multiple times. And I think I would leave at like 5 or 10 to 1 and run back to high school within the allotted time. I was extremely fast, and I did this for my entire life. How you doing, Hashman? Yeah, I got the proof right here, baby. You want to see some real calves? I've seen some weird calves before, but look at mine. We're going to this. That's not a tree. That is not a tree, mate. And they got small ones. They're big still. They're huge compared to most chicken leg dudes out there, but it's twice the size of a chicken leg dude. Yeah, no, they got small on me, and not small, but they got smaller, and it probably is okay. I'm okay with it. I'm 40 now, and muscle mass deteriorates slightly. I'm not saying you're gonna get weak or anything. Look at the wrestlers around you. Yes, some of them aren't real. Some of them use performance enhancing products. I have never taken anything like that. I'm extremely proud of myself because I had the opportunity to many times, and I never seen what they look like, but everyone would ask, I'm doing this, why don't you try this? And I'm like, no thank you. I'm really fast. I used to say, I'm really fast. I don't want to be any faster. I'm serious too. And I was always strong, so I never needed anything to boost my strength. If I did need to boost my strength, I used a weight bench, push-ups, many things. I'm not going to get into everything. I used to use a shovel like a bouse, and I used to haul stuff. I used to lift very heavy things that were far too heavy for me, way heavier than I was, with somebody else who was way stronger than me, and my end would be dragging, and they'd be like, pick it up, walk, lift it, and I'd be like, oh man, I can't, and I would do it, but I'd go home when I was 15 and 95, and I would go straight to bed, helping a dude, set up, get her done, in 4 hours, 14 hours straight. And we used to get her done every weekend. We used to do stuff like right now I don't do any of the projects like the building and the renovating and the stuff that I used to do. I miss all of that extremely, and I've missed it very much for years, even over a decade. I've missed it. And this year and last year and 3 years before, I wish I could have been more part of certain things. Maybe not like roofing stuff. I have no interest in that, and I don't want to. I have a bad back. I can't do most of what required in roofing is bending over and things like that, and my time in that area is done. I'm not able to do that for a daily job, so that's how she goes. I'm going to throw it in super chat and member and super chat mode. I appreciate the thumbs up and everything, but this way I just want to concentrate on showing you the video or the footage, right? I don't want anyone to be sidetracked by maybe someone coming in posting video links, right? Not that if you're a YouTuber, it's awesome that you do that. If you have a wrench, that's why you have a wrench. But people come in and they post like a faded link, I call it. I don't even want to talk about it, but there's a way to do it, and yeah, it's just shady, and these links are probably highly dangerous. Never type in anything you see off of, or click on anything you see. It's very tricky, but don't ever click on anything that ends in exe. That's an execution file. It means it's an execute. It literally launches stuff. It's worse than there are literally things that you can click on, cancel or the X at the top, and that literally, it's like a mirage image of it. Instead of it saying okay on the bottom left, the okay will be hidden where it's faded and you can't see it, and there's an X like a close box. It's very tricky. I don't even want to get into it because people could use that more, and I don't want to talk about that, but yeah, it is out there. It's been out there for about 10 years roughly. I learned about that. It's not so much a virus anymore. It's like a scam. It's like a fake letter to you that someone is trying to get you to click on, with a header in an email that says, I almost said her name, hey Sean, click here now to receive your $100 free Amazon gift card, right? And I'm like, what? But I know I have had a computer since 1999, and I've done shit like that since 2001 or 2000, easily something like that. So for about 20 years, I've seen, it's not spam, it's literally a fake letter that has viruses in it. It's malware. But besides malware, because that doesn't get understood, think of like a Trojan box. Do you know the story of the Trojan horse? They gave the king a gift. They took the gift into the castle, and in the night, the gift turned into an armored vehicle for the soldiers to take over the kingdom in the night while everyone slept. Well, think of that as the soldiers being nanobots in your computer that are literally absolutely destroying your PC. So, period. Don't allow your PC, your kingdom, your home, to be invaded. Once it invades, it corrupts the devices that you connect to after. So if you plug in your phone to pass your pictures, it can corrupt that. It can corrupt your GoPro in certain ways, and the way it corrupts your GoPro, it actually messes with the storage of the card you're on. It may attach itself to the files that are stored on the memory card. So then again, when you go to upload it, not only does it go into the PC you upload, but it then goes to the network or platform you uploaded it to. And I don't know what the consequences of that are, and that isn't even talked about. But think of it like this: if you work in a local area network, in a building, in a downtown workstation, right now they're so scared of employees clicking on links and emails that will absolutely allow an outsider to gain full access to every bit of information on your system's files. And this is the future. Right now, every corporation is battling this. Stupid employees that have access to an email on the network. It's a local area network, meaning all 600 computers on it are connected, but they're connected to the server feeds the information that the computers are supposed to operate off of. All systems. So I'll give you an example of like Oracle or Synaptics or something like that. Anyone who is in a business, you have some type of thing that sounds similar to that. Well, those things store the information of your entire company for 10 years or more. And that information is then sold to other foreign corporations, entities. And it's espionage from the inside that your company or your employees don't know they're doing. And it's the most dangerous form of spying that exists in Canada, North America, Europe, all over the world. Any country is prone and will have this be their biggest problem. Understanding and talking about it is step one. Starting to watch so many sporting events and try to teach people who do work on these networks that love their job and want to keep their job and not have their job stolen by another corporation and revamped and taken over. Think of it like this: if they have your info of how your company makes money, it's literally a knockoff company of a Nike shoe. Think of your company as a shoe and it being a Nike. They can undercut your company digitally on the digital realm and do the same thing your company did for half the cost, because they know how, and they can do it on a thinner budget. That's how they half the cost it. Because where they're going to do it, there's less laws that guide, or less laws that like workplace safety or workplace health and safety. There isn't. Where they're doing this, there's none. It's like, hey, do you want to eat today? You work on this computer 14 hours. You do this. and I'm not making this up, there are factories of farms. They use this for the last, I don't even know how long, but there are Google factories in India that have this going on for over a decade. You can Google this, you can research this. There have been so many people. This is where all these scam things come from. They have 80 jobs in that call center. One time they're calling you for a scam of something for CERB or something like that, and the next call they're calling someone for a Microsoft opportunity, how to, virus protection. They take calls as well. They mirror companies, small companies, not the big ones with the extra bucks, the ones that'll never come and source them out, find them. And don't think your company is too big to not have this happen to it. The smaller the company that steals your info, the more profitable it is. Even if they steal half your company's info, they could steal one entire area of how your company operates and redo it. Let me tell you, there's more to talk about. We'll do it real soon. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Hashman out.